There's a phrase from Frieren beyond Journey's End that has become synonymous with doing the right thing. It's what Himmel the hero would have done. But allow me to play the devil's advocate and explore the other side of that coin. Are there some things you wish Himmel would have done? I like Himmel, and everyone knows he's an awesome character and a great role model. He's brave, wise, compassionate, and is always trying to do what's best for others. He even inspired a Taiwanese man to stop a stabbing on a subway in real life. There are many things we can learn from Himmel, both from what he did and didn't do. But there's one which got me thinking, and that's the way he acted towards Frieren. Now, you know it, I know it, everyone knows that Himmel had a romantic interest in Frieren, except maybe Frieren herself, who possibly got the message a little too late. And that was because Himmel kept his feelings for her hidden for no less than 50 years. His hesitation resulted in a missed opportunity for both of them, and I wonder if Himmel went to his grave with regrets, wondering, what if? Some say that Frieren did not have the emotional maturity to handle a romantic relationship, but the fact that Frieren was immature at the end of the 10-year journey does not mean that she would have stayed that way, especially if Himmel had put in more efforts in the following years to help her grow and mature. After all, Frieren matured exponentially in the few short years after meeting Fern. Others say Himmel knew that Frieren would outlive him, and he probably did not want her to suffer the burden of grief when he was gone. So it seems his hesitation was actually a selfless act of love by prioritizing her happiness without expecting any reciprocation. But this thinking assumes that all the joy and fulfillment of their potential relationship would not be worth the sorrow and grief that Frieren would experience after Himmel's death. It's like turning down a once-in-a-lifetime Japan vacation because you're worried that you'll be sad when it's over and end up crying about never getting to go back again. Doesn't this sound familiar? We saw this in episode 1 when Frieren didn't think it was worth getting to know people because they would all die in no time. In fact, to be consistent with this logic, Frieren should never have gotten to know anyone who wasn't an elf, not Himmel, or Haita, or Eisen, or Fern, or Stark, because they would all die and leave her behind to mourn their loss for eternity. It all comes down to this cliché: do you cry because something is over, or smile because it happened? Personally, I think a better example to follow would be Zain. Although it took much pressure from Frieren's party, Zain eventually came clean with his thoughts and laid it all out on the table. This led to a long overdue heart-to-heart talk with his brother, where both parties spoke their minds freely and finally understood where the other person was coming from. This gave Zain the clarity he needed, and refusing to live with regrets any longer, he takes his first step as an adventurer with Frieren's party. Are you hesitating to make a decision that could change your life? Then take it from James Clear, the best-selling author of the book Atomic Habits. One of the great mistakes in life is suffering for years because you didn't want to feel foolish for 5 minutes. You don't want to apologize, so you let a relationship deteriorate. You're scared of the sting of rejection, so you don't ask for what you want. You fear people will say your idea is dumb, so you never start the business. Nobody likes feeling foolish, but the feeling fades quickly. The willingness to endure 5 minutes of discomfort turns out to be a meaningful dividing line in life. Now I'm holding out hope that Himmel will get a second chance with Frieren because the manga is not done yet. But what do you think about Himmel's decision regarding Frieren? Let me know in the comments below, and hit subscribe and click that bell for more insights from the world of anime to help you improve your life and relationships.